Okay, a lot of people have been contacting us, asking us why we decided to change the format on our weekly podcast. One of the reasons we did is we realized since it is a 2-hour show, there were a lot of people that were watching but weren't staying for the whole 2-hour show. But we did notice that we also recorded at the same time an audio podcast that a lot of people were downloading and listening to throughout the week. So it just made sense that people weren't watching the video one, rather than going to the expense of doing all that production. We can just do the audio one, and it's a lot more popular. On the other hand, what we are going to do is we will have weekly video broadcasts that are 10 to 15 minutes each. We're going to try and do one every Tuesday night that's going to show all of the new issues that were released for that week, so that way you can kind of get a heads up on them before you go see them in the shop. Also, we might have a review, and we're still kind of working out which other segments we're going to produce, as well as some comedy segments that we're starting to work on to kind of expand our horizons a little bit and have some fun. The weekly podcast, the audio one, will still be the same. You can still find it on iTunes the following day, which is today, usually Wednesday. You can also find it on legacycomics.net. There's a separate page set up for the audio podcast and a separate page set up for the video updates that we do. You'll be able to see those live as we do them, but you'll also be able to look at the previous ones and look at them at a later date. They're all saved there. We felt these were good changes to make, and it's going to be good for the store. The audio podcast, of course, will still be explicit. We still will be drinking beer, and there will be spoilers, and we tend to say bad words and stuff sometimes. So, like I always say, my kids don't watch it or listen to it, and neither should yours. But the audio one I've always enjoyed a lot more. You can take it and play it in your car, on your iPhone, on an iPad, on an iPod, on anything, pretty much. It's an MP3 file, so you can pretty much download it to anything. So I think that's why we get such a better response on it. You can listen to it a little bit at a time. And then the short video broadcasts are going to be nice, but because you can pick and choose what you're going to watch. You can watch just the new releases for that week, or if you want to see reviews on certain things, you can watch some of those. We'll probably have some instructional videos on some of the gaming that goes on. We'll try and do an instructional video on using the website, informational about digital comics and things like that. But basically, it's going to be weekly updates that you'll be able to see at any point you want. So that's pretty much it. We just wanted to explain why we did this, because I think some people were a little shocked when they found out that we didn't do a video podcast last night. But the audio podcast was good. I think it's one of our best ones that we've done, and everybody liked the feel of it. It's a lot less constrictive doing an audio podcast as opposed to a video podcast. We're not spending all that time in hair and makeup and wardrobe and everything. We can just go the way we are and sit in front of a microphone and talk, which is a really good thing to do. It's a lot of fun. Jake, did you have anything you wanted to add to this?
No.
Okay, that was Jake. So tune in. It should be every either Tuesday or Wednesday. Remember, you can always find us on Facebook at Legacy Comics. You can also find us on Twitter at Legacy Laredo. You can find us on YouTube at The Legacy Comics. You can find us on Podbean, our podcast site, as The Legacy Comics. And we're pretty much everywhere. And then the best place to find us is always at www.legacycomics.net. Thank you very much.